The gate area was buzzing with impatience, the kind of low-grade tension that fills an airport on a busy afternoon. Among the tired travelers, a man in his late 30s shuffled awkwardly, balancing a diaper bag over one shoulder and holding the tiny hand of his 4-year-old daughter. His name was Daniel. His suit was wrinkled, his shoes scuffed, and his daughter's stuffed bunny kept falling to the floor every few steps. People watched him struggle, some smiling politely, others smirking. A couple of teenagers snickered when Daniel tried to juggle boarding passes, snacks, and a juice box that promptly burst open in his hands. "Looks like somebody's in over his head," one of them muttered loud enough for others to hear. A ripple of laughter followed. Daniel forced a weak smile and kept moving, whispering to his daughter, "Almost there, sweetheart." By the time they boarded, the flight felt like a gauntlet. Overhead bins were already crammed, passengers groaned as Daniel maneuvered down the aisle, and his daughter tugged at his sleeve asking why everyone was staring. When he accidentally bumped a man's shoulder with the diaper bag, the man snapped, "Watch it, buddy. Maybe next time, learn how to handle your kid before you fly." More chuckles. Daniel's ears burned, but he kept his head down, guiding his little girl into their seats near the back. Once settled, Daniel pulled out crayons to distract his daughter, but the whispers around them were impossible to ignore. To the other passengers, he was just a frazzled single dad barely holding it together. But 20 minutes into the flight, everything changed. The captain's calm voice broke through the hum of the engines. "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a medical emergency on board. If there is a doctor or trained medical professional among our passengers, please notify a flight attendant immediately." A murmur spread through the cabin. An elderly woman near the middle rows had collapsed, her seatmate frantically calling for help. Flight attendants rushed forward, but panic rippled across the aisle. No one moved. Then, from the back, Daniel unbuckled his seatbelt. He placed a hand on his daughter's shoulder and said firmly, "Stay here with Bunny. Daddy will be right back." The laughter that once surrounded him faded into stunned silence as Daniel strode confidently down the aisle. His posture was different now, shoulders squared, steps sure. The flight crew turned as he approached, and suddenly, their entire demeanor shifted. "Sir!" one of the attendants exclaimed, snapping to attention. "Yes, please, right this way." Passengers blinked in confusion as Daniel knelt beside the elderly woman, his voice steady and commanding. "I'm a paramedic," he said, already checking her pulse, tilting her head for airway, and signaling for supplies. His hands moved with practiced precision. The same man who had fumbled with juice boxes minutes earlier was now orchestrating calm and chaos. The crew followed his instructions without hesitation, retrieving oxygen and the emergency kit. Under Daniel's guidance, they stabilized the woman until her color returned and her breathing steadied. A soft cheer rose in the cabin, followed by relieved applause. Daniel sat back, wiping his brow. For the first time since boarding, the eyes on him were filled not with judgment, but with respect. His daughter peeked over the seat back, her little voice carrying through the cabin. "That's my daddy." A flight attendant crouched beside her, smiling warmly. "Your daddy's a hero." The same passengers who had laughed at him earlier now looked at Daniel with a mix of awe and shame. Some offered pats on the shoulder, others quiet apologies. The teenagers who had mocked him stared at their shoes. When the plane touched down and paramedics came aboard to escort the elderly woman safely off, Daniel gathered his daughter in his arms. Passengers parted to give him space, not with impatience this time, but with gratitude. And as he walked down the jet bridge, holding his daughter close, no one laughed anymore.